Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Namami Chinmayam Devam
Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram
Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Paramananda Madhavam. We started from 22nd verse in the earlier class, right? And we went on up to 26th verse. Ratya charpata virachita kantaha punya punya vivarjita pantaha yogi yoga niyojita chittaha. See how kantaha, pantaha, chittaha ramate balon mattava deva. Speaking about the jnani, how he lives without any unnecessary fancy requirements. Ratya charpata virachita kanta. His needs are minimal. His needs are minimal based on what he does, the needs are. And being desireless, his needs are very, very minimalistic. Punya punya vivarjita pantaha. How his activities are naturally good, and there needs to be no force of Shastra's injunctions of to do this, don't do this. Such a kind of injunctions are not required for him, because he walks the path beyond the good and the bad, the right and the wrong. Anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat. As Nachiketas would ask in Kathopanishad, show me that which is beyond dharma and adharma, right and wrong. There's a beautiful text called Shukashtakam. Nistrai gunye pati vicharata ko vidhi ko nishedha. It's authored by the great Shukacharya, son of Bhagavan Vedavyasa. Nistrai gunye pati vicharataha ko vidhi ko nishedha. Those who are walking beyond the three gunas, nistrai gunye. The three gunas are at the level of the mind. Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Those who have gone beyond the mind. Ko vidhi ko nishedha. Where is the injunction to do this so that you will get punya? Where is the injunction? Don't do this, because if you do it, you will get papa. You don't have to frighten the person with punya and papa, because the person is naturally good. Ramate balon mattavadeva. Now coming to how his inner fulfillment is. Like a bala, he delights. A child needs nothing to delight. It is self-sufficient unto itself. Atma ratihi, atma kridaha, kriyavan, esha brahmavidam varishtaha. Why I am quoting all these kind of lines in the Upanishad is, somewhere something should go into your ear. So later on when you grow up, when you read something, I have heard this somewhere, then you remember, oh, I went to Bhaja Govindam. There I heard it. Atma Krida. He plays with himself. Atma Ratihi. He delights in himself. Kriyavan is a person whose mind is deeply engaged in the self. Esha Brahmavidam Varishtaha. He self-delights, self-plays, self-revels. Like that. Ramate Balonmattavadeva. Here when we say self, we are referring to what? That Paramatman, that Supreme Self. He delights in that Supreme Self. Because that is our real nature. So this way, the wise person was described, and then to reach that kind, then the vichara was given. Kastvam koham kuta ayata kame janani kome tataha iti paribhavaya sarvamasaram vishvam tyaktva swapna vicharam. The method of inquiry which can take us to that. Then how does this inquiry, how does one practice in day-to-day life? What is the vision? Tvai mai cha anyatra eko Vishnuhu. In you, me and everyone is a one Lord. Vyartam kupyasi mai asahishnuhu. Unnecessarily we create divisions of I, you, and then interact in the realm of duality with wishes and wants, likes and dislikes, anger and greed. And then we say, then we have, why are you getting angry with me? Why don't you love me? I love you so much, so on and so forth. All in the realm of duality. Drop it. Everywhere it is the same Lord. Bhava sama chitta sarvatratvam. Be equanimous. Samachitta. Be equanimous in the experiences we go through. Be equanimous in the varieties of beings that you see. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna would say in the Bhagavad Gita, he would say, Shunichaiva Shvapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. The wise people have Samadrishti. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shunichaiva Shvapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. Vidya Vinaya Sampanna, one who is blessed with knowledge and humility. Then there is Gavi. Then there is cow, meaning animals. Hastini. Shuni, dog. Shvapaka. Shvapaka is one who eats a dog. So you have at one extent the highest person of goodness. Another person, the most vilest person, who would even eat the dog. And then you have rest of all animals and all those things. In all of them, Panditaha Samadarshinaha. They are able to see that one Lord in all. Okay? Do it if you want. Vanchasi. Achirad. Achirad means immediately. Immediately means in this life itself, if you want that highest liberation, achirad. Quickly. Without delaying it for many, many janmas. Then practice this kind of samatva bhava. That was 24. 25. Still applying that. Shatro, mitre, putre, bandau. The various relationships that you have. Various relationships you have means what? Various relationships which naturally exist in this world of vyavahara. Ma kuru yatnam vigraha sandhav. Don't make any unnecessary, don't take these kind of efforts to either be at war with someone, vigraha sandhav, or to go and be closer to someone. Everywhere it is the one Lord. Sarvasmin api pashyatmanam. In everyone you see yourself. And sarvatra utsraja, give up. Bheda, this vision of differences. Why? That is only ignorance. Everything is the same. Every wave is the same water. Remember that. In fact, every person is you only. Remember that. It may appear different, but it is you only. Every wave appears different from another wave, but is the same water. In this way. Now going further, verse number 26. So drop the Veda Bhavana was said, is it not? Sarvatra Utsrija Veda Ajnanam. How do you break? How do you give it up? How do you give the differences? Kamam, Krodam, Lobam, Moham, Tyaktvatmanam, Pashyati Soham. Give up Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha. We have seen all these things, therefore I am going fast. Okay? Tyaktva, giving up all these negativities of the mind which keep the mind always restless. Give it up. Easy to say, give it up, but it takes a lot of work to give it up. Practice that bhava of I am the same self everywhere and give it up. Atmanam pashyati, such a person will see the self as what? Soham. What is soham, soham, soham? Aham, saha is soham. I am that. I am that means what? I am not an individual, I am that reality. I am that Sachidananda Tattva. This is called Soham. Soham is Saha plus Aham. Becomes Soham. Saha Aham. Sometimes it is said Shivoham. All same only. Shivoham. Shiva is what? Shiva here stands for the most auspicious. The word Shiva means auspiciousness. The word Vishnu means all pervasive. Okay? Yesterday you were all in Atma Shatkam or Nirvana Shatkam. You were saying, is it not? How did it end? Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. I am that auspiciousness. What is auspiciousness here? Sachidananda is auspiciousness. Why do you call Sachidananda auspiciousness? Because it has no taint of sorrow. Therefore it is auspiciousness. What has got sorrow? What is inauspicious is sorrow. It has no inauspiciousness. It is bliss. That I am. That bliss I am searching for is me myself. That is the realization. And this realization that the bliss I am searching for is me myself is called as self-realization. It's also called as God realization. Meaning, what does it mean, Swamiji? It means I am of the nature of the self, Sachidananda. I have forgotten. I don't recognize it. So what is liberation? Liberation is nothing but recognition of one's true nature. You cannot gain liberation. If you gain liberation, you will lose liberation. You only have to recognize that liberation. When you recognize, it is knowledge. You are not creating anything. Whatever is created will end. Liberation is not created. Liberation is a recognition that we are already Sachidananda Swarupa. Liberation is knowledge. Why can't we create liberation by our actions? Because what is created will also end. Tyaktva atmanam pashyati soham. Right? Then, now we can start our verses from today, 27th. Now, the sadhanas which one should take up. Earlier also, he had said, Bhagavad Gita kinchidadita ganga jalalava kanika pita sakridapiyena murari samarcha kriyate tasya yamena na charcha. That is kinchid, lava, kanika, sakrid. Meaning sakrid means once. Because once you start, you yourself will start enjoying it. The teacher will have to introduce you, and then the love you will have to create for yourself. Spiritual knowledge can be introduced, but love, the teacher cannot give you. You have to do it. You have to find for yourself the beauty and the joy. That the teacher can't give. So therefore, he said, kinchit, little bit you do. Once you, like that. Now here he says, take up these sadhanas and walk. Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram
Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram
Dhyayam Shripati Rupamajasram
Dhyayam Shripati Rupamajasram
Neyam Sajjana Sange Chittam
Neyam Sajjana Sange Chittam
Deyam Dina Janaya Chavittam
Deyam Dina Janaya Chavittam
Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram Deyam Shripati Rupamajasram
Deyam Sajjana Sange Chittam Deyam Dina Janaya Chavittam
Bhaja Govindam
Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate Samprapte Sannihite Kale
Nahi nahi rakshati dukran karane. So he gives a fourfold discipline, fourfold sadhana. Geyam, dhyeyam, neyam, deyam. Geyam means sing, chant. Chant the Gita. Gita. Nama Sahasram. What is Nama Sahasram? Names that are 1,000. What is this names that are 1,000? Every deity, if you see Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, Shiva Sahasranama, 1,000 names. Each name is a field of contemplation. Vishwam Vishnurva Shatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu Bhuta Krit Bhuta Bhradbhavo Bhutatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. Each one is an indicator to the highest reality. Vishwam. So Bhagavan is called Vishwam, meaning Bhagavan, you are the whole world. Vishnu, you are the all pervasive. Like that, each word is a pointer to the highest reality. So you can take each word and you can sing and you can revel, you can contemplate, you can see the beauty and you can immerse yourself. Geyam Gita, chant the Gita, chant the Sahasranama. Dhyayam Shripati Rupa Majasram. Dhyayam. Dhyayam means meditate. You ought to meditate. Dhyayam. Shripati Rupam. Now that is, earlier one was Gita and Nama Sahasra, chanting through the Vag Indriya, through your speech. Dhyayam is through your mind. Dhyayam Shripati Rupa Majasram. Shripati is who? Shripati? Vishnu. Shripati, the Pati of Shri, the Pati of Lakshmi, meaning Bhagavan Vishnu. Take the form of Bhagavan Vishnu and revel in that form, meditate on that form. Make it an exercise in your focus and contemplation, whereby you see the form of the Lord, you close your eyes and invoke that form. See if you are able to see from head to toe, from toe to head, everything you should be able to see. That becomes the exercise in contemplation. Rupa Mahima, the form of the Lord. Neyam Sajjana Sange Chittam. Neyam. Neyam means what? Take your mind. Lead your mind. Mind will say, no. I'm very busy today. Lot of work is there. Once I go back, I'll go back to my usual routine. What to do? How to hold this mind? Now itself you should make a plan. How to hold this mind? Neyam Sajjana Sange Chittam. Chitta is mind. Sajjana Sanga is Satsanga. Satjana, Sajjana, Sanga. Take the mind to Satsang. Mind will object. Initially it will object. It will say, no, I am not going. Nice movie is coming. Or this serial is going to be there. So many things it will tell. Or my friend has come. I want to go outside today. So many things it will say. No. You discipline your mind. Tell your mind, this is more valuable than all those things. Go, listen to me. How many times I'm listening to you, and where have you taken me? You have taken me to the gutters. Now you will listen to me. In this way, discipline your mind and take it to satsang. Swamiji, where to go for satsang, Swamiji? Don't worry. The entire Bhaja Govindam, whatever is being covered, is going to be given to you for 1 month. You can go through it. All the lectures will be there. What do you say? Good idea? So daily you can listen to it. 1 month. And so many opportunities are there. You already know how to keep in satsang. You know. They've given you a lot of presentations on home study courses. So many things. So many lectures of Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda is there. Bhagavad Gita and all are there. Use it. And then above all, Deyam Dina Janaya Chavittam. However you can help, however much you can help, small or big, doesn't matter. Ensure that you help someone. Deyam Dina Janaya Chavittam. Wealth. Whatever you have, whatever you can share, give it to somebody who's needy. Wealth. And remember, wealth is also many kinds of wealth. Sometimes a smile you can give to someone is a great wealth. Sometimes just to hold somebody's hand and say, I am with you. Don't you worry, I am with you. You are also inside frightened. Doesn't matter. I am with you, you say. That is also wealth. Give of yourself. And give of what you can give also. Give. Let there be happiness spread. O Lord, make me an instrument in your hands. O Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hate, let me sow love. Etc., etc. The famous prayers of Saint Francis of Assisi. Right? Give, share, make this world a happier place. You can do it. In your own way you can do it. You don't have to be some big, something, they say, Bill Gates, he's got a foundation. You do it from your foundation. Swamiji, what foundation I have? I am the foundation. When somebody needs something, if you have, you give. That's it. And don't, when you give, think, I am giving. No. The hand that is receiving is making you feel blessed. Therefore, be grateful to someone who is receiving. Geyam, Dhyeyam, Neyam, Deyam. Remember these 4 words. Then you have found your sadhana. What are the 4 words? Geyam, Dhyeyam, Neyam, Deyam. Over. Whole life you have got sadhana. Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram Dhyeyam Shripati Rupamajasram Neyam Sajjana Sange Chittam Deyam Jina Janaya Chavittam. Right? Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudhamate, Samprapte.
Ekali nahi rakshati dukrin karane.
Now he had said do. Now he says don't do this. And now what is he saying? In the earlier verses he had said, is it not? Naristanabara nabidesham, that idea. And then there was also one more verse. What was the second verse? Mudajahihi dhanagamatrishnaam. He brings those ideas now. Why? Human mind has got these 2 tendencies. What are the 2 tendencies? One is tendency for pleasure seeking. Another is tendency for aggrandizement. These are the two tendencies. This is where we feel our comfort, safety, security. This is where we feel our happiness, fulfillment. And therefore, he takes that idea back again before he concludes and tries to tell you, don't, my dear, don't waste your life on these things. There are far more important things which you have to prioritize. Let us read verse number, now we are in 28, right? 28, correct? Sukatah kriyate rama bhogah
Sukhatah kriyate rama bhogah
paschadhanta sharire rogah
Paschadhanta sharire rogah
Yadyapi loke maranam sharanam
Yadyapi loke maranam sharanam
Tadapi na munchati papacharanam
Tadapi na munchati papacharanam
Sukatah kriyate rama bhogah paschadhanta sharire
Yadyapi loke maranam sharanam
Tadapi na munchati papacharanam Sukatah kriyate rama bhogah. Don't think Rama here is referring to Bhagavan Rama. Sukataha. Sukataha means what? With abandon. With abandon means what? Following no rights and wrongs. Ceaselessly, carelessly, with no respect to the other person, but considering the other person as a doll of pleasure. Sukataha kriyate Rama bhogaha. Rama bhogaha. Rama is what? Rama is woman. Remember, whenever we say woman, it refers to, of course, when we say woman, it refers to woman, but it is representative of all the pleasures that we try to seek in the world of objects. Kamini, when I say, Kanchana, when we say. You must have heard this word, na? Kamini, Kanchana, and they are what? They are called as idiomatic phrases. They are phrase. It refers to something more deeper than that. It refers to man's interest for pleasure, where he transcends modesty, where he transcends justice, where he transcends right and wrong, where he doesn't care. What he cares for is the immediate joy. That's all. Sukatah kriyate Rama bhogaha. And then what? Paschad ayah hanta sharire rogaha. All kinds of diseases comes and stays in one. Sharire rogaha. With Rama bhogaha, what kind of roga we know. But it is not only in that you get all kinds of roga. Even you indulge yourself in more and more sweets, you get a roga. For everything there should be a limit. For everything there should be justice. For everything there should be morality. For everything there should be dharma. When you transcend the dharma and you exceed, then remember, you are inviting for yourself lots of problems. One is using the body. Another is misusing the body. Another is abusing the body. We should always remember, this body is a very sacred instrument for greater purposes. We should use the body, never misuse it or abuse it. This is the greatest treasure that we have. Beautifully, Nachiketas would say in Kathopanishad, again one verse for you to keep in your mind. Sometime later on you may study. She says beautifully, Lord Yamadharmaraja gives him lots of pleasures and says, don't ask me for self-knowledge. Other than that, you ask me anything And he gives a lot of pleasures. I will give you this, I will give you that, I will give you this, I will give you that. In order to find out whether he really wants self-knowledge, he tempts Nachiketas. Yamadharmaraja, the teacher there in Kathopanishad, tries to tempt and wean away Nachiketas from self-knowledge to see if he's really interested or not. And after listening to what all things that Yamadharmaraja promises, I will give you, he says, Shva Shvo Bhava Martyasya Dantakaitat Sarvendriyanam Jarayanti Tejaha Api Sarvam Jivitam Alpameva Tavai Vivahas Tavanritya Gite. Says very beautifully, all that you have given me are those things which I don't know for sure, it will be there tomorrow. Even if they are going to be tomorrow, those pleasures what you give me, because everything is temporary, right? But even if they are going to be there for tomorrow, I don't know whether this body will be there. Because Martya, it's a human being which is Martya, the body will perish. And do you think all these pleasures that you have given me are going to do good for me? Sarvendriyanam Jarayanti Tejaha. It is going to take away the energies of all my senses away. And then, Api Sarvam Jivitam Alpameva. The human life is short. I have asked for self-knowledge and you are trying to give me this and that and send me off? No. Tavaiva Vahas Tavanritya Gite. Keep all this dancing and keep all this singing for yourself. Give me self-knowledge. Like that, authoritatively he demands. Then Yamadharmaraja becomes so pleased with Nachiketas and then grants him the self-knowledge. One day you should read this Kathopanishad. Yadyapi loke maranam sharanam. Even though for all, for everyone, maranam is a sharanam. Maranam is a sharanam means what? The whole life is going to end in death. Maranam is a sharanam, is the final refuge. Nobody can escape death. And then one is careless about life. Meaning, all these pleasures don't add up to anything at the final end. And then transgressing dharma and indulging in all those things, you'll have to pay for the consequences of that. Even though in this life roga will be there, and then bhava roga will continue for many, many janmas. Roga here, bhava roga afterwards. Is it worth it? One doesn't give a thought to it. One has to find out what should be done. As Shankaracharya says, Deha Pararthoyam. This body is meant for higher purposes. Human body is meant for higher purposes. Animal body we can understand. We can understand. They live by instincts. They don't care whose mother, whose sister, whose father, whose brother. They don't care. But human beings should give a thought, is it not? Not to live a life of instincts, but to live a life for greater purpose and value. Making human life pay for it. Yadyapi loke maranam sharanam tadapi na munchati papa charanam. Even then, this man does not give up the papa charanam. Papa charanam means what? Acharana which is sinful. Activities which are not morally right and justified. Activities which will only extend samsara. A person is not giving it up. Within the bounds of dharma, everything is fine. Within the bounds of dharma, it's fine. But transgressing dharma for pleasure, the Shastra says if you cannot take your mind out of pleasure because there is inclination towards it, doesn't matter. Within the boundaries you be. Do it in that. And then grow, evolve, find out for yourself. You can evolve. You can evolve, go through that, experience it, and find for yourself what is what. and then go further in life. But to transgress dharma is to invite sorrows forever. In this body, roga, and continuing bhava roga. All right. Therefore, now this is that Kamini is over. Now come to Kanchana. This before itself it had come, okay? Now he is bringing it in order to highlight to us, hey, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful of the mind. Arthamanartham bhavaya nityam.
Arthamanartham bhavaya nityam.
Nasti tata sukhalesha satyam.
Nasti tatah sukhaleshah satyam.
Putradapi dhana bhajam bhitihi.
Putradapi dhana bhajam bhitihi.
Sarvatraisha vihitaritihi.
Sarvatraisha
vihitaritihi.
vihitaritihi.
Arthamanartham bhavaya nityam. Nasti tata sukhalesha satyam. Tradapi dhana bhajam bhitihi. Sarvatraisha vihitaritihi. Beautiful. If you know Sanskrit, you will say, wah, wah, wah. Artham, anartham. Artha means wealth. Anartha means calamity. But that is, suppose I say wealth is calamitous. It doesn't communicate, that beauty is not there in Sanskrit. Artham, anartham, bhavaya nityam, nasti tata sukha leshas satyam. See how beautifully he constructs. Artham, anartham. Artham means meaningful. Artham means worthy. Artham means all these meaning. Now, anartham is opposite of it. Meaningless. Artha is meaningful. This becomes meaningless. Artha is purposeful. Anartham is purposeless. Artham is beneficial. Anartham is calamitous. He is playing with that. Bhagavan Shri Krishna also does that. He loves to do that. He would say, yoga is viyoga. Tam vidya dukkha samyoga viyogam yoga samnitam. What is yoga? Yoga is viyoga. Yoga means to unite. Viyoga means to disunite. Uniting with the self is disuniting from the body, mind and intellect. Therefore, yoga is viyoga. This is the beauty of it. This is called virodhabhasa. The opposite is used to communicate. Arthamanartham. What is that artha? Artha is wealth. Artha is wealth. Wealth is anartham. Anartham will give you all trouble. Will give you all problems. Bhavaya nityam. Give a thought about it for always. Swamiji, wealth is calamitous. What do you mean by that? Wealth more than a certain level will take away your freedom. Wealth is not meant for you alone. Wealth is meant for everyone. Because no one creates wealth only by oneself. The whole society is involved in creating wealth. Therefore, it belongs to everyone. We are only custodian of wealth. We are never owners of wealth. Custodians. We are only trustees of wealth. We are responsible for managing wealth because we really don't own wealth. And if a person were to own all the wealth and keep a mind which says more, 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 you can't eat wealth, you can't eat money. Maximum, what are you going to eat? If you're a South Indian, you'll eat 4 idlis for breakfast. Okay, 10 idlis I will eat. And if you're North Indian, parathas you will eat. Or whatever you eat. More than that, what? What will you do with it? You're not going to take it with you. Whole life you spend earning wealth, and then what? What for? For whom? No. That is meant for my children. Putradapi dhana bhajam bhitihi. Even your son will become your enemy to kill you for wealth, remember. Dhanabhajam. Dhanabhajam means those who have got excessive wealth. For them, putradapi, even their son. Even their son means what? Their own flesh and blood. Sons and daughters. They're secretly waiting with daggers to finish off their mom and dad. Why? All will belong to me. Nasti tata sukha lesha satyam. Excessive wealth aggrandized, and above all, wealth looted from society, and wealth which belongs to others, if we don't share, that becomes a danger. In that, there is not a wee bit of joy. Nasti tataha. Tataha means from that aggrandized wealth. Sukha lesha satyam. There is not even a wee bit of joy. Why? Even your son will become your killer, murderer. I don't have to explain this. You just have to open your newspapers. Nowadays, newspaper is not required. Open your mobile and look at the news app. You will get all news of what all people have killed, whom all. Usually, murders happen for two reasons: women and wealth. When I say women and wealth, I mean that women is only a phrase, an idiom. Only for an idiom. Please don't think woman means woman. Woman is not bad. Woman is not bad. Attachment to woman is not in the woman, it is in the man. That is bad. Woman is not bad. Man has got that attachment. Similarly, women also have got attachment. This is all understandable. Foolishness. Understandable foolishness, I mean. Putradapi dhana bhajam bhitihi. From son also there is problem. Yes. Sarvatraisha vihitaritihi. Open your eyes and see. Everywhere you will find the same. If you take the Mughal history, it's very interesting. Every son has put the father behind bars. Killed also. Every son. Not one fellow. Maybe some exception may be there, one or two. But the whole thing is like this only. He came to power after putting his father behind bars and kept him in prison and every day gave him soup to eat, and in that put a little bit so that he will die fast. Putradapi dhana bhajam bhitihi. Rather use it for the happiness of all. How much your son and daughter will require? No, I have earned wealth for 10 generations. Before your life is over, they'll finish you. Watch. Sarvatra isha vihitaritihi. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. Putradapi dhana bhajam bhitihi means what? Even your son means what? What to say about other members of the family. That's what it means. What to talk about the relatives. All right. So I should not Geyam Gita now, Geyam, Deyam, Neyam, Deyam. Over, na? Do. Now don't. Two things, he said. Now he comes for the advice to sadhaka, seekers, saying that please do these things also, please. Already I told Deyam, Geyam, Neyam, 4 I have given you, but don't think I'm telling too much. These things you do, please. Like that, is requesting us, advising us, because of that enormous love that the jnani alone can have for all of us. Pranayamam pratyaharam.
Pranayamam pratyaharam.
Nitya nitya viveka vicharam.
Nitya nitya viveka vicharam.
जाप्य समेत समाधिविधानम्
जाप्यसमेतसमाधिविधानम्
कुर्ववधानं महदवधानं
पूर्ववधानं महदवधानं
प्राणायामं प्रत्याहारं नित्यानित्यविवेकविचारं जाप्यसमेतसमाधिविधानं कुर्ववधानं महदवधानं कुर्ववधानं महदवधानं. The four important methods or paths: Jnana Yoga, then Bhakti Yoga, then Karma Yoga, then Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga is a path of Yama, Niyama. Ashtanga Yoga is also called Raja Yoga. Yama, Niyama, etc. Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana. Pranayamam, Pratyaharam, Raja Yoga. Pranayama you all know. Pranayama is a using our breath to control the mind, because breath and mind are interrelated. If you have two branches coming from the same central branch, let us say, two sub-branches from the main branch, if you pull one branch, the other branch also will come, because they have the same source. Mind and prana have the same source, consciousness. They are empowered by consciousness, life. Both prana and mind. Mind is subtle. You can't access it easily. But prana is something which you can feel, experience. Mind also you can experience. But prana is more grosser than mind. And therefore, by controlling the prana, you control the mind. That is a simple technique. Pranayama is an easy method to control the mind. Pranayama, you know, Puraka, Rechaka, Kumbhaka, all those things. Even if you, and these pranayamas and all require adept persons to guide you. Otherwise, some energies can go wrong and you can have lots of problems. Pranayama requires an adept to guide you. And if you feel that you don't have an adept to guide you pranayama, what you do? Swamiji, just open YouTube. Baba Dash is there, or Baba Y is there, or Baba Z is there. I'll watch that and do it. Don't do that. Don't do that. The easiest pranayama is called as prana vikshana. Prana vikshana. Prana vikshana is what? Observing the breath. Just observe the breath. Mind will become quiet by itself. You don't have to do anything. Actually, this prana vikshana is considered to be the king of all pranayamas. The subtlest is the easiest. Everybody can do it. How, Swamiji, I should do this? Observe the breath. It's coming in, filling the lungs, coming out, coming in, going out. Just watch it, quiet. Mind will become quiet. Called prana vikshana. Anyone can do this. Fearlessly can do this. No problem. Pranayamam, pratyaharam. Pratyahara is withdrawal of the senses. These are all, if you find Ashtanga Yoga will be there. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Then, Nitya Nitya Viveka Vicharam, the famous Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga. Right? Japya. Nitya. Do you know this Jnana Yoga? You have Viveka? Have you heard? Have you studied? Viveka, Vairagya, Samadhi, Shatka, Sampatti, Mumukshutva. The first one is Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka. Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka Kaha. Nitya Vastu Ekam Brahma. Tadvatriktam Sarvam Anityam. Ayameva Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha. First basic text of Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta, Tattva Bodha, will define. What is Viveka? Nitya Vastu Ekam Brahma. The reality alone is nitya. Other than that, everything is anitya. And when you have this viveka, then vairagya can come for the anitya, etc., etc. So here you have the mention of jnana yoga. Japya sameta, japa. It is a very famous bhakti yoga sadhana. Right? Pranayamam, pratyaharam, nitya, viveka vicharam, japya sameta samadhi vidanam. Samadhi vidanam is what? Is absorption of mind in God. Called Ishvara Pranidhana. Absorbing one mind in God and doing all one's actions. Karma yoga. Or samadhi is also absorption of mind in God. It can go with anything. It can go with bhakti yoga also. It can go with raja yoga also. It can go with jnana yoga also. It can go with karma yoga also. Finally, everything is absorption of mind in God. Whether you take the karma yoga, whether you take the bhakti yoga, whether you take the raja yoga, whether you take the jnana yoga, walk the path. Kuru avadhanam. Kuru avadhanam, pay attention. Be alert. Our Gurudev would say beautifully, quite alert living itself is sadhana. Being alert itself is sadhana in life. Being alert of the mind and its vagaries. Take the path, kuru avadhanam, mahad avadhanam, with great attention. You walk. Meaning, don't be careless. If you determine daily I am going to do my sadhana, daily I am going to do my swadhyaya, my studies, daily I am going to do it. That's it. Tell the mind, this is my order. You will execute it. Enough of you ordering me. This is my order. Like that. Kuru avadhanam, mahad avadhanam. Kuru avadhanam, do it with attention. Mahad avadhanam, with great attention. Be alert and do it. Give great importance to these sadhanas. Don't live a life of, don't be casual about this. Like how they say, savadhan, we say, no? Attention. Like that. You be very, very attentive to these things. Okay? Then he concludes with a blessing for all of us. And also telling us some important thoughts. Okay? Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha
Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha
Samsarad Achirad Bhava Muktaha
Samsarad Achirad Bhava Muktaha
Sendriya Manasa Niyamadevam
Sendriya Manasa Niyamadevam
Drakshyasi Nija Hridayastam Devam
Drakshyasi Nija Hridayastham Devam
Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha Samsarad Achirad Bhava Muktaha Sendriyam
Niyamadevam
Drakshyasi Nija Hridayastam Devam Bhaja Govindam
Bhaja Govindam Govindam
Bhaja Mudamate Samprapte Sannihite Kale Nahi Rakshati Dukrankarane. Guru Charanambuja. Ambuja means lotus. Guru Charana is feet. Guru Charanambuja, the lotus feet of the Guru. Lotus feet of the Guru? Why does the Guru have lotus feet? Lotus feet, Guru. Can't we say jasmine feet? I love jasmine. Jasmine feet, can I say? What is a lotus feet? In what way is Guru's feet comparable to lotus? Is soft and red or what? Pinkish. He didn't walk at all. He's always on the bed. Pink feet. Soft feet. Why it is called lotus feet of Guru? Worth worshipping. You know why it is called lotus feet? Very interesting. Under the lotus, you must have seen lotus, in the pond lotus. Under the lotus, you know what all stay? Fishes are there, frogs are there. But do you think the fishes and frogs are getting to taste that beautiful, lovely, delicious honey of the lotus? No. Even though they are so close, they don't get to taste it. They don't get to partake it. Some bee from so far somewhere comes searching for that lotus and goes to the lotus and partakes and feels blessed from that pollen and honey. In the same way, it is not proximity to the Guru which will help us gain the knowledge. It is a deep yearning, the deep seeking with which someone comes. Our Gurudev used to say beautifully, the Rudraksha Mala of Shankaracharya did not gain liberation. It was only those students who came to Shankaracharya to gain from the knowledge, they got liberated. What is important is not how close I am to the Guru. No. What is close is actually of the mind and the heart. How close I am to the Guru's teachings. That will make all the difference. Guru Charanambuja Nirbara Bhakta. One who is absolutely committed to the Gurus. One who is totally committed to the Guru in devotion, to the teachings, to the knowledge, and filled with gratitude to the teacher for all that one has gained. Guru Charanam Bhuja Nirbara Bhakta. One who is willing to do what the Guru says. One who is willing to abide by the Guru's instructions. One who is willing to walk the path as the Guru explains. One who is willing to devote himself to sadhana as the Guru proclaims. One who is keen to gain the vision which the Guru shows, reveals. One who has got earnestness. One who has got tivra jijnasa. Such a person who is devoted to the Guru in this manner, samsarad achirad bhavamuktaha. He will certainly become liberated very soon, achirad, quickly, immediately. Meaning, in this life itself, he will gain that self-realization. Satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan muktihi. Such a muktaha he will become. And along with devotion to the Guru, which is devotion to the teachings, which is devotion to the path, which is gratitude for the blessings received, one should also sendriya manasa niyama devam. Let there be niyama. Niyama means mastery. Mastery of what? Indriya, the senses. Manasa, mind. Let there be shama and dhamma. Shama, the word shama in Vedanta is mano nigraha, mastery of the mind. Dhamma is indriya nigraha. Meaning that what the Guru says, let this person also do it. And not just say, I love my Guru, but I am living like what I was living before. No. Let him walk the path. Shraddhavan labate jnanam. A person with devotion gains knowledge. Tatparaha samyatendriyaha. And then also the one who has got the mastery over the senses and the mind. Bhagavan Shri Krishna would say, Sendriya manasa niyama devam drakshyasi. He shall certainly see. What will he certainly see? Nija hridayastam devam. The Lord who is seated in one's own heart. He will see that Lord. Meaning, he will experience the Lord as the very self. He will be witness to the Upanishadic revelations of Tattvamasi. You are that Lord. You will see that. You go to Swami, you go to Ayyappa, Shabarimala you go, and right there when you enter, when you see Bhagavan's, that main altar where you enter, the steps are there, the 18 steps are there. Right there on top, before, on that place, it will be written, Tattvamasi. Meaning, that Lord whom you have come to worship, you are that Lord. The Vedas declare, the Upanishads proclaim, the great saints have experienced that. You and I can also have that experience. When Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha Samsara Chirad Bhava Muktaha Sendriya Manasa Niyama Devam Drakshyasi Nija Hridayastam Devam Tadvidhi Pranipatena. Gain that knowledge by surrender. Pariprashna, by inquiring and asking all your questions and getting all your doubts clarified. Sevaya, by service. Come to know this. Upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Tadvijnanartam sa gurumevabhigachet. Samitpani shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Mundaka Upanishad. Acharyavan purusho veda. Chandogya Upanishad. Shastragyopi swatantriyana brahmanvesharam na kuryat. Shankaracharya, while commenting on the Mundaka Upanishad. And then comes this famous, beautiful Shvetashvatara Upanishad. Yasya deve para bhakti. Yata deve tata gurav. Tasyeva katita hyartaha. Prakashante mahatmanaha. One who has got immense devotion to the Lord. And that immense devotion to the Lord in the form of the Lord as a guru, to that guru. Tasyeva, for such a person, katitaha hi artaha. All these statements, all these Upanishadic revelations are for that person. And the person will be able to experience the truth of all these Upanishadic statements. Prakashante mahatmana. Like the Shvetashvatara Upanishad. This is the path where one walks with the guidance of the Guru. When one never thinks that I know better than the Guru. And one never takes it for granted because the path is walking on the razor's edge. Kshurasya dara, nishita, duratyaya, durgam pataha, tat kavayo vadanti. Walking on the razor's edge. Alright? So, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudamate. He started like that, right? And then what does he say? Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. And where is that Govindam? Drakshyasi nija hridayastam devam. You see in your heart. Right? In this way, Bhagavan Shankaracharya concludes the Bhaja Govindam. Drakshyasi, you will see. Drakshyasi is not he will see. You will see. Drakshyasi. You will see. Nija hridayastam devam. Beautifully, Shankaracharya says, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. Because Govinda is not only Govinda, Govinda is the name of his Guru also. His Guru was Govinda Bhagavad Pada. Yasya deve para bhaktihi yata deve tata gurau tasyaiva katita hyartaha prakashante mahatmana. So when he said Bhaja Govindam, it's also Govinda is his Guru also. By his grace and blessings, we have studied such a beautiful text in a beautiful place, in a sacred place, sitting on the very grounds where he must have walked and played with his mother. Okay? You are all truly blessed to receive this knowledge here, and I am also truly blessed to go through this text and revel in it and be with all of you. Thank you all very much. Let us conclude by reading once again that first verse, Bhaja Govindam. Why do we read, after we complete, why do we read the first verse? It's to tell us the journey is not complete, it is only beginning. Okay? Shall we read the first verse and then conclude? Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Mudhamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Rakshati Dukrin Karane, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrin Karane. And let us read the last verse once more. It's a very beautiful verse. Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha Sarada Chirad Bhava Muktaha Indriyamanasa Niyamadevam Drakshasi Nija Hridayastam Devam Drakshasi Nija Hridayastam Devam. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. भगवान श्री आदि शंकराचार्य जी की जय.